Why do we feel lost in a world that has everything? What if I told you the real crisis of our time isn't AI, politics, or the economy? It's something so quiet, most people never even notice it's happening. Your mind is being shaped by a world that wants you distracted, and you don't even know it's happening. Most people already lost the war without ever knowing the war existed. But you don't have to. Today I'm going to show you how to win it. It doesn't require deleting social media, running to the mountains, or pretending you're above it all. It requires something much harder: becoming conscious in a world that prefers you unconscious. Have you noticed even when life is quiet, your mind isn't? You'll be sitting there doing nothing, no emails, no notifications for a second, and your brain is still running a marathon with shoes you didn't ask to wear. It's like the world gave us infinite convenience, and in exchange it quietly stole our attention. We got smartphones, smart cars, smart homes, but somehow we became the dumbest thing in the room. Not because we lack intelligence, but because we lack stillness. The upgrade we needed was never more information. It was more inner bandwidth.
There's a moment in every technology curve when the human nervous system can't keep up anymore. Not physically, existentially. It happened the moment the world became instant. Instant communication, instant entertainment, instant answers, instant validation, and ironically, instant overwhelm. Humans weren't built for this. We needed friction. We needed waiting. We needed the space between stimulus and response to remember who we were before reacting to everything. But suddenly, delay died. And the moment delay disappeared, meaning became endangered. Meaning takes time. Time to reflect. Time to feel. Time to integrate. Take away time, and you don't get more productivity. You get fragmentation. A world full of people who look busy but feel empty. Your brain was built for a village. Your mind is living inside a planet-sized casino. You are processing more stimulation in a week than your great-grandparents processed in their entire lifetime. Of course you feel scattered. Of course you feel tired. Of course your attention is stretched thin. You're carrying the cognitive burden of an entire civilization. And no one ever taught you how. It's not your fault you're overwhelmed, but it is your responsibility to reclaim control. And you can. Almost every app, platform, and product is designed for one thing: to turn your nervous system into someone else's business model. You think you're choosing what you click, but most of the time, your attention is being chosen for you by algorithms that know you better than you know yourself. If you've ever said, "Why do I keep scrolling? Where did that hour go?" It's not weakness, it's architecture. You don't defeat unconscious habits with willpower. You defeat them by becoming conscious.
So,
the discipline
here's
of
the breakthrough. You don't need to escape the world to stay human. You need to restore your internal tempo, because the world moves at the speed of exhilaration, but the soul, our soul, moves at the speed of awareness. When those two fall out of sync, life feels like a drag, friction, and full of noise. But when they line up, peace feels automatic. Presence feels natural. Clarity becomes effortless. The world rewards speed, but reality rewards alignment. And alignment isn't slow, it's precise.
your mind is overstimulated because it's undercommitted. Doing one thing fully will feel strange at first. That's how you know it's healing you. Before reacting, before replying, before scrolling, pause. Just 3 seconds. It resets the impulse loop the world installed without asking. Whatever you give your attention to, you are worshiping. Make sure you actually believe in it. This isn't spirituality. This is neurobiology. Attention is the steering wheel of consciousness. Where it goes, your life follows. AI can think faster, predict better, create beautifully, but it cannot feel the weight of a choice, ache for meaning, tremble before truth, recognize the cost of sincerity, You can. That is your advantage. That is your inheritance. That is your responsibility. And no machine can take that from you unless you give it away.
So the question isn't, will AI replace humans? The question is, will we stay human in a world that makes humanity optional? And the answer begins with one thing: reclaiming our attention, reclaiming our peace. You don't need to slow down. You need to move consciously. Because abundance is what happens to the world, meaning is what builds within us. And in the age of exhilaration, peace isn't a retreat, it's intelligence. So if this message helped you slow down or wake up, subscribe and stay close. I'm trying to build a community of people learning to stay human while the world speeds up. Welcome to the Peace Protocol.